Forewarning, this is not a Boruto slander video. If you like Boruto, if Boruto's your favorite series for whatever godforsaken reason, great, good for you. This video isn't about you, so don't get butthurt, don't get mad. What it do? It's your boy, Inflamed Foreskin, and yeah, I'm back. Oh yeah, sorry about the spam the other day. I was having a good time. So yeah, Boruto has been on air for about 6-ish years now, and it's pretty contentious how a lot of people feel about it. You either really like the show and you defend it till you're blue in the face, and you also have the majority of people who agree that it's shite. Yeah. Now, me personally, I'm gonna try to keep this as unbiased as I can. I'm gonna try to go through this and kind of explain how it kind of set itself up for failure, and that it pretty much, in its conception, it wasn't gonna do well. Oh yeah, also before the video officially starts, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We actually just passed 800 subscribers, which is absolutely fantastic. You guys are crazy. Oh my god, I don't know what we're gonna do when we hit 1,000. So yeah, without further ado, guys, it's your boy Daffy, and let's talk about why Boruto was doomed from the start. Let's begin. Mind in Japan, touchdown J-World, soon as I land, running up the yen, me and Nick count grand, Tokyo Kia bars. So I think for myself personally, the first thing that comes to my mind as to why I believe that Boruto was doomed upon its conception was its handling of legacy characters. Now, when you talk about legacy characters, you are referring to characters that take place essentially after a main story had already been told. So, for example, if Goku had stayed dead, after the Cell games, and there was a Dragon Ball Super, but it revolved around Gohan. Gohan would maybe be considered a legacy character, maybe like Goten, Pan, those kinds of characters. Characters like Korra, Creed, those kinds of characters, they take place after a main series has concluded, but they have their own setups and stories. I think for Boruto, it's shot itself in the foot because Naruto and Sasuke are still main players. That's the issue. When Naruto and Sasuke are on screen, people want to see Naruto and Sasuke. They've known these characters about 12, 13, 14, 15 years at this point. They literally grew up watching Kid Naruto and seeing his evolution to become a Hokage, the best Hokage. Yeah, that can't really be debated either. He would beat the holy shit out of pretty much all of the Kage at one time if they all decide to fight him. Same thing, we also see Sasuke. We see Sasuke have his, go from his revenge mission to wanting to avenge the Uchiha clan to actually go on this journey of self-discovery somewhat, and kind of those mental processes that he went through. And then you transition to Boruto and we have a whole new fresh cast, which can work, but the issue is that they are still interacting with the old cast, and the old cast still have a ton of memories and different events associated with them. So for example, and I'm going to use Korra because I think that Korra did its use of legacy characters the best. So say Korra were to take place and say Aang would still be alive. Most of the time people wouldn't be like, oh, where's Aang? Why can't Aang solve this problem? Oh, Aang was crazy. Aang was 12 years old and he did this. Why don't we have Aang? But the show solved the problem. The show takes place after Aang had already passed away. So a new character can step into that role. And obviously you do still have characters like Katara or Zuko or Toph. They are older, but they're not really plot reliant. They're not they're not heavily intricate in the plot. I think that was a really good use of them. Unfortunately, I do think Sokka did kind of get the short end of the stick with this, but pay attention to what I'm talking about. Oppose this to Naruto, where we have the Otsutsuki clan doing all this crazy stuff, and we're like, oh, well, Naruto and Sasuke literally fought Madara, and I'll talk about Madara in a second. Why can't they beat these dudes? It's like, oh, well, Sasuke for some reason is out of chakra all the time, and yada yada yada, all this stuff. It's like, we've seen you at your peak and you're older. You didn't get nerfed at any point. What's the issue? You know what I mean? So ideally, if Boruto wanted to take place as a legacy series, it should have been either after Naruto and Sasuke had passed away, or majority of the main cast passed away, or something totally different in a totally different land. Because this, it's bad. You shot yourself in the foot. People don't want to see Boruto do something cool, or people don't want to see, you know, Mitsuki do something cool when Naruto and Sasuke are on screen, do Naruto's going barrier mode, and oh my god, like, you know what I'm saying? You also have an issue of comparing yourself. You also have an issue of comparing different characters' feats to the previous series feats. So at 12 years old, Kid Naruto was a beast. In his fight against One-Tail Gaara, he used the summoning jutsu. He headbutted him with like just full force, and he had the Naruto 2K barrage on him, which is absolutely ridiculous. To my knowledge, and again, I don't keep up with Boruto like that. Boruto doesn't really have any crazy feats like that, aside from maybe like the Vanishing Rasengan and maybe the, I don't even know, optical. I don't care. Who cares? I mean, the karma thing is cool, I guess. I don't keep up with it. So say Boruto does something cool. It's very easy for people to be like, oh, well, Naruto did this in the past, as opposed to Korra, where Korra, she was her own person. Korra, when we were introduced to her, she mastered 3 elements already, but the one element she could not master was air. That was the element that Aang was the most proficient in, so it really did itself a favor. It made a nice segue to how Korra's introduced. Korra is very hard-headed, she's stubborn, she has a very firm will, as opposed to Aang, who's kind of wishy-washy. Aang was more cool, calm, collected. He was still a goofy kid, but he was more flighty, as opposed to Korra, who wanted to face things head on. She had more the personality of an earthbender. Also, a lot of people just really didn't like Boruto's attitude. I remember this was a huge thing when the series was first developing and the movie came out. People were like, Boruto's kind of a little shit, like cheating on his exam and da. Also, the horrible characterization of Naruto. I don't know why. This man, Naruto, when he was 16 years old, he had how many shadow clones fighting the war at around over 2 days? And you can't even make it to your children's birthday, and you can't just have them do a paperwork? What? It's weird stuff, really weird stuff. Also, the really weird animation inconsistency. I get that the show is yearly and that the animators have a pretty tight schedule on some things and that it's out of their control, but man, that Goblin Naruto meme, oh my god. And then the second reason why I think Boruto really shot itself in the foot was power creep. Now, I'm not a power scaler. Yumesuke may tell you otherwise, but I'm not a power scaler, I promise you. But as far as power scaling goes, the peak of Naruto was Madara. Now, you could very easily say Kaguya, but I feel like Kaguya is kind of like really far out there. Like, I feel like Kaguya was kind of like all right, what are we doing? Madara was like the pinnacle of like ninjutsu. Like, Madara was pulling stuff like that was crazy. Like, I mean, you even look at Madara's introduction and how crazy that setup was. We literally been hearing about Madara for over 600, 500 chapters or something like that. And then when he finally shows up, he just wipes an entire division. He drops 2 meteorites on people. He's got people praying to God. Madara's introduction was OD, bro. Like, this man was cold. But then you transition to these Boruto villains, and it's just like, well, we've seen better. We've seen stronger. Why are you a threat? I don't care. Because, again, if Naruto and Sasuke can fight them, why do I care? I understand trying to get these different villains like Jigen and Momoshiki and do all these different things. I get it. But as far as like peak power, a lot of the audience feels like we've seen that already. And you can't really go much higher without getting like really outlandish and crazy. I mean, even Kishimoto was talking about how Madara was so overpowered that he really had to think of something out of the box to find out how to get rid of him. And, you know, that's how he ended up with the Black Zetsu problem. And yeah, I don't know. I definitely do think that Boruto had some good ideas, and I believe that there were some things that work, but introducing a whole fresh new cast of kids and all this stuff, I definitely think the series should have took place even farther in the future. We could have had Naruto's grandchild, and I think the series would have worked out better, because it's like, okay, well, none of our core cast is around to help and provide wisdom, so we gotta have this new cast of people to help out. And you can have some cameos, like you could have a Psy cameo or a Rock Lee cameo or something like that, but it's just like, man, Like, I don't know. Again, if you enjoyed Boruto and Boruto is your favorite series, good for you. I'm glad you're liking it. But these are just two reasons why I think that Boruto kind of failed at when it was conceived. But yeah, that's about pretty much all I have to say about this. Let me know what you guys think, man. How do you guys feel about Boruto, man? What do you think that a lot of people's issues with the series are, man? Do you like it? Do you hate it? But yeah, let me know. Anyway, guys, it's me, your boy Daffy. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, it's me, your boy Daffy. I will see you in the next video. All right, peace. I just realized I said to your boy Daffy like 3 times.